checks?
Yes, please, sir.
Roger, hop.
Who's down, the lights out?
Wheels.
Okay, I've got 2 visual, hand the D10, lights out, 3 in the box.
Roger, I got 1. Flaps. And props.
Full increase of view and report, please, sir.
Roger, your check.
Thank you.
Come on, that's not the way you were taught. Get that port wing up. Not too much.
Approaching 1 mile for touchdown. Turn right 4 degrees. 164. 164 to bring you onto the centre line. Nicely on the glide path, approaching 1 mile from touchdown.
Melbourne, this is Pedro. We're in a search and rescue position. Port side.
Just a little power.
Not too much. It's not your bird you're flying with.
164, you're on the centre line. And on the glide path, approaching minimus, look ahead for the ball.
Keep that orange ball in the middle. Don't X-box. Keep that nose up.
Wessex Vanguard, this is Tower. Flying completed. Return to ship. Land 6 foot. Wind green 10, 30 knots. Deck slight pitch and roll. Wessex Vanguard, roger. 6 foot.
Do you hear there? This is the captain speaking. Flying operations for today have now been completed. As you know, tomorrow we start operations across the Tasman Sea, trying to attack shore targets in the enemy's homeland, which is represented for us in this exercise by New Zealand. Before that happens, there's a lot of work to be done. The people who can be spared should now get away and try and get some sleep in order that everyone's ready tomorrow. So that's all for now. Good night.
Call the hands. Wakey, wakey, wakey.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
About 6:30. Here's your shake.
Thank you.
Good.
No smoking, no naked lights. 3 Echo, 3 Foxtrot, port and starboard. $2 messes, $2 cross passageway. Refueling on the flight deck.
Right, straight up. Get your head forward. Right. And lock. Right. Take it down, Dick. Pull back up. You know you've got the game back, but when you think of where the deck is, where the aeroplane is, now, should I pull it back now and get the hook down, or should I wait a little while? Wait a little while. Got it. How do you like this when Bill's just flying this way out?
Do you hear there? All aircrew report for briefing immediately. Repeat, all aircrew report for briefing immediately.
All right, this piece of glass.
Come on.
Can you give us a hand with this, Ross?
Look at this flight.
What do you take this for? Greg, it must be 35 degrees outside.
Well, I figure if I'm going to get wet, I know I'll come back. I reckon that's worth being uncomfortable for.
Morning, gentlemen. 5 seconds to time check. 2-1. 3, 2, 1. Time. 2-1. As you know, gents, we're operating against the New Zealanders for the next 4 days. I'll hand you over to the respective squadrons. Bob?
In the Sea Kings, we'll be on an anti-submarine search in the screen a few miles ahead of the surface ships. If we detect a submarine, we'll attack with homing torpedoes using the tactics we practiced last week in the simulator. All yours, Peter.
The Sea King's operating on the screen. We in the trackers will be free to operate well ahead of the force. And when we get on task, we'll be laying a passive sonar buoy field, and that'll be our primary search sensor. To keep track of the surface picture, we'll operate our radar intermittently. It's going to be a long trip, so watch your fuel throughout. Any questions? Thank you.
Because of our proximity to enemy territory, the role of the Skyhawks today is to provide upper air cover for the ship. Our aircraft will be armed with rockets, cannon and bombs, and because of the sortie duration, we'll be refueling while in the air.
Okay, gentlemen, are there any questions? Right, let's go and get them then.
All right, where you go, make it work. Good luck. Roger, sir. Officer Watch, I want you to bring the ship into the flying course and speed, please. Yes, sir. And Chief Yeoman? Sir. Make a signal to HMAS Hobart, directing him to take rescue destroyer station.
All right, sir. Starboard 20. Revolution's 224.
Captain Officer Watch, Hobart take rescue destroyer station, 1,000 yards astern of the carrier.
Officer Watch, what's the course to close?
All right, sir. Course to close, sir. 330 at 24 knots.
Roger. Flacco, this is Captain. You have permission to fly.
Launch Pedro to port.
Pacific Vanguard now proceeding to portside station.
ADR Flacco. Pedro's airborne.
Zero on the rudder, everyone's cleared. Armlet switches off and safe. Gear brakes closed. Fuel, 4,000 in total. Instruments, chip 230. Oxygen, 7 litres. Harness secure. Hatches closed and locked. Hydraulics, lights out. Head knocker up. Controls checked. Aircraft running up on deck.
Right.
Director, when you're all happy, away you go.
Delta 2, fuel line approaching. 3 foot from basket. Moving in now. Locked in.
New contact, sir. 090, 120 miles. 4 aircraft, speed fast, closing.
Roger, let me have an exact speed as soon as you can.
Not
Delay 4 leader, head 080 for a raid closing us from the east, approximately 120 miles now.
Roger, Melbourne. Delta 4 is to intercept. Request radar vector.
We're 661, Roger. I have you identified. You're clear to commence your search and rescue exercise. On completion, operate not above 1,000, and your Sandwich time 13:30 local.
Melbourne, this is seeking lead. Hot. Sonar contact 074, 2,460. Classified enemy submarine, over.
Seeking leader 1, seeking 2. I have you on radar. Jump at 270, 6,000 yards to investigate datum. Over.
Seeking lead, Rog. Up front, stand by to jump left onto 270.
Roger.
Seeking 2, this is seeking lead. Execute radar attack. Select 1 to Mark 46 torpedo. Override. Vector port 270. Drop in my command. Over. This is seeking lead. Half mile to run. Stand by drop.
Roger.
Seeking lead to drop now. Over.
Wait for you. Right. Up 10 feet. Roger, up 10 feet. 6 feet below the wheel. That's the doorway. You have get control. Melbourne, Pedro, all crew safely on board, returning to the ship by visual rejoin, ETA 1330.
Voicing 61, your QNH check 1027, and your recovery course 180.
That wasn't too difficult to reach there. The main problem we had in the harbour over the raft was raft movement due to the main rotor wash from our rotor blades. But by listening to our air crewmen in the back there and working together as a team, we came up with the right result.
Stand by for fan brake left. Tigers, now.
Flying formation is a demanding task. There are risks, but we take them into consideration. With safety in mind, we plan everything on the ground first. The Tracker was originally designed as an anti-submarine aircraft. She's old, but still one of the best in the business. May not be as glamorous as the A4 Skyhawk, but it's just as challenging.
Charlie 23 Delta's remaining on task. Estimate Charlie time 2000. Another landing after sunset.
Well, stop 40 feet. Sonar contact 277, 2,540, classified enemy submarine.
Roger. The Sea King is a very efficient fighting machine. It takes 4 people to operate it. Everybody has to rely on each other. They're all highly trained, and if they don't rely on each other, then the aircraft as a weapon system is just no good.
Melbourne, this is Sea King lead. Off task time, 2100 local.
As an aircraft itself, the Sea King has got some very sophisticated systems, which does make it a pleasure to fly. But still, when you're 50 miles away from the ship at 40 feet over the sea at night, nobody likes looking out.
Well, night flying, one of the greatest sports I guess you could come across. Some people climb Everest for a living. I suppose you've got to get your thrill somewhere.
Right, gentlemen, tomorrow morning's strike is against the Radio Shack within the boundary of the airfield at Kaikoura on the east coast of New Zealand.
Okay, that should be a good hour's run for us, Keith, so we shall be right behind you over the target.
All right, we'll be armed with 4 pods of Zunis, and we'll need a tanker, Jim, for the recovery. We could be short on fuel.
Delta's what fuel state?
Delta 2, fuel state Tiger 60, and Delta 3, fuel state Tiger 55.
Tiger's braking left, 10 miles to run.
Delta's present position, Mount Cook. Estimate tack time in 2 minutes.
Okay, Mark, prepare for every hit inside 20 metres.
Okay, you're on.
Stand by. Well, that view looks pretty safe. Ready lead, firing complete, returning to ship.
2323, this is Delta Leader.
Target now left 11 o'clock. Lead offside. 2 offside. 3 offside.
Delta Leader.
Leads in 92%. Dive good. Nice rocket, target.
Delta Lead, target destroyed. Charlie 23, Delta Leader, returning to home plate.
Last attack successful. Sub now at the surface at 2 o'clock, 2 miles.
Melbourne, this is Sea King Lee, 30 miles to the west at 1,000 feet. Request a carrier-controlled approach.
It's a busy day in the operation today. Origin plan G3, all day, commencing at Mount Sarah 710 this morning. It's been a busy day on the flight deck also. The flight deck responding to the intelligence that's been coming into the ship, and A4s have been launched throughout the day for CAT, that is Combat Air.
And so, with a few very minor exceptions, we achieved everything we set out to do. All the targets were reached and destroyed, so as far as I'm concerned, good on you. Stand by now to disembark the air group and have a good trip.
Now you look like a pirate with that beard, Alan.
Anything exciting lately? Climb any mountains?
Oh, you know how it is. Same old 9 to 5 routine. Pity I missed out on football training, though.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly hit the bloody fudge, Matty.
I'll tell you, play, would he?